Okay guys, so we're gonna go over how to do a gradient really quickly. So this is the finished example of our project with our graffiti tagging on the brick implied texture background. So what I have here is a finished, well, almost finished. I haven't gone through and erased any of the little lines, but you would need to do that before you start coloring. This tag is of my daughter's name. She has decided that she wants to use the three colors, light blue, dark blue, and green. So I'm going to show you how to do a gradient blending with these. So you're going to use your lightest color first. So that's going to be my light blue. And then I'm going to use my dark blue, and then I'm going to use my green. So you can do it from left to right if you want to do your gradation or your value change here. Or you can do it from top to bottom. It's up to you. So this example of my other daughter, Quinn's, is going from top to bottom, changing out colors. And this is only using three colors, but because of the blending, it looks like more. So that's what we're trying to create in our tag. So lightly at the top, you're gonna color your letter. Obviously wanting to stay inside of the lines, and you wanna keep a sharpener close because with colored pencils, your lead is going to get worn out pretty quickly. So if you just start out with a light coloring, it'll really help you out. And you wanna go about a third of the way down, and the lower you go down, you wanna lighten up on your coloring. So it'll be super light down here, and then you can darken it up here. And you can always go darker later. So I'm gonna leave this a little bit darker, and then medium, and then light. Okay, so this is your light area. And then you're gonna go in with your second color, and you're gonna go a little bit lower. So I'm not gonna just like start coloring right here or up here. I'm gonna start a little bit lower, and I'm gonna drag the color up. And I'm lightly going to color over that same light area, and this is gonna help blend it. And you can color all the same direction, or if you need to, you can turn your pencil. And like I said, you can always go back over this with a little bit darker pressure to make it look a little bit bolder. And if you're gonna use light pressure when it comes to your colored pencil inside of your letters, then you're gonna have to go dark with pressure on the outside, on your border. So now there's a pretty clean blend right here in between my dark blue and my light blue, which is what I want. And so now I can switch over to my third color because I've gone a pretty good distance down. So I'm gonna go to my last color. I'm gonna start at the bottom of my letters and drag up just like I did with my second color. And I'm going to overlap. So overlapping is an important part of blending. So I'm gonna color the last bit down at the bottom. And then after I've got this, I'm pretty happy with it for a light version, but if I wanna go back over it, you'll go with your light color first and blend back over your darker versions here. So I'm gonna go back over my dark blue with my light blue with just a little bit darker pressure to help that blend. And the same thing with my dark blue. I'm gonna go back over those same areas, especially where they overlap. So it's a little bit brighter and the blend is a little bit more consistent. And obviously if you were working on this in your classroom, you'd be taking more time. This is Labor Day weekend, I'm trying to hurry. And then lastly with your dark color. So you can continue doing this until you're happy with how dark it is and with the blend, with how gradual it is. If you want it to be super waxy, you can always go back over it. So I'm gonna do the same thing on all of my letters, which can be time consuming, so don't try to rush. Just if you try to get one letter done a day in class, you're doing pretty good if you're doing a really good job making sure it's in the lines and it's got a nice even blend. So that's what you're gonna do for the letters. And then the background, I want you to pick just one color once you finish with all of your other letters so that your letters really pop. So again, here is the final version after it's been cut out with my very drastic different background color. I wanted to pick a color that wasn't within my letters. So if there was like a green and a blue, or a yellow and a blue together that mixed to make a green, I would try to stay away from green. But I'm really happy with this example, and I hope that this is helpful for you. It's just a little bit closer version of the blending than the Smart TV. All right, guys, good luck.